Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath. Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
I wish my refund hurry up so I can have a taxitude.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
I'ma be like, let me get 20 on pump 3.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Matter of fact, make it 25, and yes, I would like to donate to the March of Dimes, so ring me up that Coke and candy bar 2 for $2.22 deal where $1 goes to March 2. Oh, and ring these Skittles up for my kid too. And when the cashier tells me to have a nice day, I'm gonna be like, no ma'am, you have a blessed day, sugar.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Pull down my shades like Kim Kardashian, smile like Gabrielle Union.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Flip my bundles like Nicki Minaj and queen out the door like Beyonce.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Goofy face, goofy face, goofy face, heart, 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 muscle, muscle, muscle.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Sassy black girl, sassy black girl, sassy black girl, kiss, kiss, kiss. Hashtag so what, hashtag I ain't shame, hashtag my money, hashtag call me taxitude honey.
Live from the Injured on the Go Just Call Mo studio.
It's a blast!
It's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Hello. This is your Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Welcome to the Friday free show of A Mediocre Time.
Hey! It is another A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I am Tom.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't fading the music down. Forgot which fader I'm getting. You know what? When we do a lot of things in the mornings, I have a tendency to get too comfortable, and then when I'm in here, I kind of forget how to do things, and then I'm like, oh, God, get to work. And I hate that, because I was having fun. We're listening to the music, before the show.
Oh, you're listening to the AI stealing our essence?
Yes, yes. You know what? After hearing, yes, that was AI, but it's a little different. We're going to explain to you how that one was.
We'll have some other songs throughout today's show that you may like.
You'll get some. You're going to get some extra stuff today. Just why not? More is more. But hey, welcome to the show. We're glad to have you guys here.
Just us today.
Just us today. Very, very old school. Very old school. Tom and Dan.
Yeah.
Just us we were like. Had a little business meeting. I was playing a little Jaws pinball. You were taking some calls or writing down some stuff to kick around. Felt very old school. It's cold outside, and by cold I mean it's 20 degrees colder than it normally would be.
Yeah. Well, there's a little bit of fall in the air, and then it's like still hot. But we were walking to Publix, and we're like, oh, there's a breeze. I looked around. I was like, not that bad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is the turn. It's starting to feel better.
I should have driven the scooter today or ridden it.
Yeah.
Are you supposed to say ridden? You don't say drive the motorcycle. You say ride the motorcycle.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You ride it, cowboy.
Hey, you know what? My wife never rides it.
Yeah.
She doesn't get on top anymore.
Too old now.
She doesn't get. Does your wife get on top
no,
anymore?
Too old.
My wife does not get on top. Put a thumb up if your wife still gets on top in the chat room. I want to know.
Yeah. And I mean, like, you're getting flat-footed frogging. And,
no, I've never gotten that. I've never gotten frogs.
And I see it all the time.
I just want a simple rock back and forth, just rock it till it breaks. Rock it till it bends.
You know who is the undisputed flat-foot frog champions of the world?
Lena Paul.
An Asian nurse.
Asian nurse?
Asian nurse.
What, you say?
No, it's like in the videos I've seen.
In the videos.
Yeah.
I was going to say Lena Paul, because she got big,
I don't know the name.
Mega titties.
No, I'm just saying, like, sometimes there's these series of videos. I don't know. Hold on.
There's only been one thumb, and then Tracy gave a thumbs down, meaning that Tracy doesn't. Tracy, you don't ride your husband?
No, well, you get to an age you don't do it anymore. You know, it's too hard. It's physically hard.
This wasn't what we were going to talk about at all. But I want to investigate why women stop riding it because I like.
It's physically too hard.
I like
you want
to
just lay down.
I like it when they get on it, and I like it when it's all the way in, and then they're just moving back and forth. They're just like scooting on it. Like a dog scooting his ass.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's just rocking back and forth.
Yeah, but
rock the boat. Aaliyah.
Yeah, but sometimes you want more of the scoot because I'm an older man.
So you're a boot scooting boogie. It's Brooks and Dunn.
Well, you know what's okay?
Okay,
you're right.
Appraiser Ty gave us a thumbs up. That's 2 thumbs up.
Okay.
We've got 2. 2 out of how many people are in here?
So what I
Crime Bites gave. Okay, so we have 3 thumbs.
Okay.
3 thumbs up.
I think that you have a more sensitive penis than I do.
Yeah.
Because you're uncircumcised.
And I keep it in a sheath.
Yeah. And then it's...
And your rusty revolver's out all over there. It's got bluing all over it. Yeah, there's rust all over it. But mine, when you pull... You know what's gross about my penis? When you pull back the skin, it's moist like a dog's dick.
Yeah, it's pre-moist.
It's pre-moist.
I don't even understand. I should have circumcised my sons because
it's gross. Yeah. I told you that. I told you there was a trap. I told you that if you rewind the tapes, I told you should circumcise them because it's disgusting.
I know, and I listened to Ross and The World, and I was like, "Why are you doing this?"
I never said that.
And then I was like, "You're right. Why am I doing this?" But I don't understand. I'm dealing with something. My sons, I love them more than anything. I don't understand.
Do they talk about it at all?
No one talks about it.
So it's like literally no man's land.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm like, it's too old.
I like
anyway,
yeah, let's go. Let's get our business out. We're all over the place. Because it's just you and I think we're just radically crazy today. Plus, it's been a heavy week for everybody. We're trying to make you laugh and have some fun.
So, back to this nice weather. This
lot of thumbs coming up now.
This Sunday, this Sunday is the food truck fiesta.
Yes.
Eric is going to be out there. Just talk to him. Giving away Tom and Dan sunglasses, stickers, other tchotchkes.
Yeah.
But it's nicer outside. Go and explore Sanford.
Beautiful.
Get some delicious food at they have a dozen different food trucks out there. So you have your pick of the litter with delicious food. Then you can go inside.
I don't like the pick of the litter. You could have done better on your analogy.
I don't know why I said that.
Pick of the litter. You have your pick of the litter.
Doo-doo, cat doo-doo. I made it sound like you're eating cat doo-doo. Anyway, you can go inside West End, watch some football. They got great TVs in there. Or you can wander around Sanford. It's going to be a nice day outside.
Yeah.
So go by the food truck fiesta. It's free to go Sanford.
You can wander down to the old Jolly Mart and get a hand job from a homeless lady if you wanted to.
Also, we've been talking about Pukes of Hazard, and we decided we are going to do it.
No, dude. I thought, really?
For a BDM show in October.
Really?
Yeah, now let's play one of the voicemails we got from Pukes of Hazard. Because we've gotten so many that we were kind of forced to do it. I didn't think it was as good as Shark Week, but there's a lot of people.
There's
that have
other
puke
stuff.
stories.
We got other stuff we could do, right?
I don't understand it because I puked one time in 20 years.
We could do come one, come all, come stories.
I don't think you're gonna get as embarrassing of a cum story. You see what I'm saying? It's how embarrassing can that get? You have a wet drink. Like, it's not even that much.
The only one I ever had was there was a buddy of mine that was like jacking it one time and he like shot it into his own face.
Okay, that's not.
But I can't listen to that for an hour.
Impressive feat.
I can't listen to that for an hour. And then I had another friend I remember that he told us, he was like, "Oh man, I can shoot it," and of course we're not gonna say proof it to him or anything. And his proof was that he had an alarm clock, and he showed us. He's like, "Look," and he was like, "The alarm clock's over there, but I shot it across the room," and it was on the alarm clock. Kind of disgusting, but that was it's what you do when you're young boy. Your sons will be doing this. My daughter will not be doing that. There's other gross stuff she'll be doing, but your sons will have some conversation with another boy about shooting cum across the room. It's what boys do.
God.
All right, Pukes of Hazard. I've got it ready to go.
At least I don't have to deal with the boys. Like, you have it way worse than my. Like, I have.
Oh, I know I got it way worse. I'm just
like,
saying
you
you're
got to
gonna
deal with stranger boys.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
that's the worst.
I'll kill them all.
Yeah,
I'll get them.
yeah.
I'm gonna get them good.
All right, Pukes of Hazard.
Here we go.
What's up, Tom and Dan? It's DeBerry Joe again. I have my second entry for Pukes of Hazard.
I figured I'd just use him as like our grand marshal at this point, since he's already called in twice. He's in our chat room right now. How many puke stories do you have, Joe?
This one time, way back in the day, I was drinking pretty hard and smoking some weed in the back of this car with this big titty goth girl that I was trying to hook up with and a couple of gay guys. And I remember just freezing and saying, we were just like parked on the side of the road. And I remember freezing and looking and be like, if I had to throw up, where should I put it? And everybody freaked out, and they were like, out of the car. And I said, well, yeah, obviously. And they said, just out of the car. Nobody gives a shit. So I just opened the door and puked out the car. And they were very impressed that I had such a heads up and a warning about it. But didn't end up hooking up with the big titty goth girl that night. All right, bye.
Great story.
Is that a great story?
One of the things that
you puked out of a car.
One of the things that I feel like you and I bonded on very early on, and it probably laid some groundwork for you and I forming a company today, was that we have a huge appreciation for early morning businessman in traffic, opens door and pukes out of car while he's driving. See, we both start laughing when we start talking about it. But it's one of those things where very early on in our friendship,
early morning alcoholic businessman.
and I think it was because I think this was around the time, and you could tell me if I'm right or wrong, because you definitely have the better memory. You have my mind is just rotten. But it was around the time we started talking about, because I would puke at the camps, at the boot camp.
Oh, yeah.
Then that led to us talking about puking, and then it led to us talking about how we both appreciate, like, it's usually, he's got his suit on, the undone tie, 5 o'clock shadow, he looks kind of rough.
Yeah, he's shaving, he's shaving with the electric shaver in the car.
And he leans out, he's just like, whoa! He shuts the door.
Yeah, but it's like it never happened. It's like a sneeze. He projectile pukes.
It's so great.
And it's like, oh, God, you're unhealthy.
It's so great. Do you want to do another Pukes of Hazard, or should I save it?
Yeah, no, do one more.
Okay.
We have a bunch.
And please put your. I guess should we ask for? Are we officially asking for submissions?
Okay, yeah. All right, but
please,
it's got to be
you
like.
have to say it officially.
It's got to be like Shark Week. We'll do it as a BDM show in October. And if you have a puke story, that it has to be somewhat embarrassing. Right? I feel just like Shark Week when you're pooping your pants, if you're throwing up, like that is an embarrassing thing to throw up. I feel like less embarrassing than doo-doo, though.
It is less embarrassing than doo-doo. Is it more or less embarrassing than pee-pee?
Less embarrassing than pee-pee, too, because when someone pees their pants and just that big water spot starts, it's like, oh, look at him.
You pissed your pants.
Everybody laughs.
Babies pissed their pants.
Yeah, and when you're puking, it's kind of like the businessman. You're like, oh, he's sick.
You know where puking is better? When you could hear it. Like when we could hear Ross puking in our bathroom.
Oh, scream puke.
It's awesome.
Yeah. My brother-in-law scream pukes. Like he has to actually make an audible sound when he pukes. So it's like
I'm pretty loud too. Yeah, I'm a violent puker.
It should just be the sound of water hitting the toilet water.
I'm weird in that I think I do like the feeling of puking. So when I get that, and tell me if I'm making you uncomfortable, because I think this runs in your family.
I'm always uncomfortable.
But I get like, you know, like you wouldn't know this, but like when you're puking and then the food, like it comes up. And it gets lodged in your throat. I like that feeling of like, it's there, I'm dying. Like there's food in my throat, you're dying. I like that feeling.
That's weird. Yeah.
Which makes me feel like, that I have something hideously wrong with my brain.
There's gotta be a connection between me I've only puked a handful of times in my entire life, and then once in the past 20 years.
I really only know of the one time. The chicken is the only one I know of.
But then, so that was like 6 years ago, and that broke a 14-year streak or something like that. So that's the abnormal, like it's got to be the anomaly of on the humans puking
the
scale.
Outlier in the in the data.
Some people, like, remember, was it Otto that had some sort of esophagus, like he had such bad. I know people get the surgery.
Yeah, he had so much acid reflux or something that he could not drink carbonated drinks, or from what I was told, he would explode like a seagull.
Well, they had to close something where it kept the stomach acid down, but it also it made him not be able to throw up.
I don't think he could burp.
And you couldn't throw up even if your body needed to. So
I don't take that away from me.
yeah.
I'm an American. You ain't taking away my right to throw up. That's a God-given birth.
So it would be super dangerous to ingest some sort of poison or even like too much alcohol because your body like expels it before it kills you, right?
Yeah.
Like you're poisoned.
Oh yeah.
So like you cannot even get close to getting so alcohol poisoned that you're gonna throw up because you can't throw up, and then all
because
of a
they
sudden,
took away your natural
ability to expel the poison. From
Damn,
your
I never
body.
thought about that.
But the long term of the benefit of not having esophagus cancer from acid reflux it outweighs the chance.
The chat room's sort of weighing in. Conway J says it's hiatal herniary surgery, and then Just Jen says WLS surgery. You can't puke if you have that.
Yeah. Something like that.
I remember they were telling me that. I remember I was like, what? I felt like I was like a child learning something that wasn't real. And they're like, yeah, you can't burp. I think it was Eric Dennison at the radio station telling me. And then Otto was like, yeah, I can't burp. I don't drink carbonated drinks. I'm like, what? You don't drink soda or anything? He's like, I can't.
You just can't release the gas until it goes down to my butt. Right?
That's awesome. If I could choose, I want farts only.
Yeah, but you can't
I don't
get
like
that
burps.
burp out. It's like, it would just be painful.
You ever get a burp that hurts where you're like, it's tearing me apart? You ever get that? Ah!
Or you drink too much LaCroix or whatever, and then it stings you all the way down to your heart. You feel it past your heart.
But lately I've been getting this thing, since I started working out heavily again every morning, where sometime during the day, it's usually where I'm sitting right here, where I can feel my heartbeat in my brain.
Yeah.
And then it feels like the pressure from the outside of my brain is pushing out. It feels like the center of my brain is pushing out towards my eyes, like it's going to push my eyes out of my face. And then it's like, yeah! And then it stops.
That's probably some sort of looking at too many screens, like you're getting like a screen migraine or something.
Yeah, it feels very much like I should stop. Should cool it with the computers a little bit.
Yeah, well, it's part of your job. It becomes difficult.
Yeah.
It's like
the other puke here.
Okay.
This is our friend Summer. So
right.
I didn't think we were gonna. You know what's weird about pukes of hazard? A lot of ladies are more apt to want to talk about this than the do.
I think.
Girls puke more.
Girls puke more than men. I think I'm pretty sure.
They probably do.
Ask
here we go.
Hi everyone, this is your friend Summer. I was calling in with a Pukes of Hazard story. A few years ago, well, several years ago, I used to drink when my kids were small, and a mom.
I like that. I think we just did right there. Thanks for calling, Summer.
It's better to drink when they're small.
Oh yeah.
Instead of when they know you're drinking, you're like, you're killing my buzz.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm drinking and getting a little, you know what beer kind of does.
Yeah, like Maisie said to me the other day, she's like, "You're gonna go down and drink beers with Dansby in the garage," and I was like, "Oh."
She's shaming you.
She did shame me.
Thought it would be a fun idea if we went to Epcot and did like drinking around the world. And, of course, we started in Canada, went all the way around, drank a ton of stuff, ended in Mexico, tequila flight. I mean, I was completely trashed. One of the moms was like, hey, let's go to Magic Kingdom and let's get corn dog nuggets at Casey's. And we were all like, sure, great idea. We get on the monorail, we head over there. I started not feeling that good on the monorail, but I kept telling myself it was because I hadn't eaten anything. And
corn dog nuggets are going to do it. I mean, that is a great choice. In fact, one of my wife's favorite foods, if I'm lying, I'm dying. If you were to ask her right now, like she would almost fight someone for A&W brand. Remember when they had a place you could go to?
In the mall.
In the mall. My wife's like, and this is up there like number one. Like if you were to ask her two of her favorite things, number one is NSYNC, number two is this. Ready?
Yeah.
A&W brand corn nuggets. She loves them. She'll eat a 30-pack of them.
They're like, I'm Mr. A&W. Where you sell hot
Look
dogs.
at how she said it before I did, and she said jinx in the chat room. Yeah, she beat me to it. That lady loves some damn corn nuggets.
I drunk all that that alcohol. So we get to Casey's, we get our corn dog nuggets, we eat them. We're sitting on the side of the road, and we're going to watch the nighttime parade, and I start feeling awful, just worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And you know that feeling when you start getting that feeling in your mouth when you know you're going to throw up. It's just terrible.
Well, my mouth starts watering. I don't know if anybody else does. And then you start swallowing the water that's cut like your saliva.
That makes it worse.
Yeah, and it does make it worse because you're filling your belly with saliva.
If I let it out, I'll look like an idiot.
You do it like this. You go, no.
So I told everybody, I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to go. I'm going to skip the parade. And I bailed. I just bailed.
I've done that too. Sometimes when I'm that intoxicated and I need to puke, no matter, I'll just run. Like Forrest Gump, just sprint in a direction to get away from who I'm at, to get around strangers so I can puke. You know what I mean?
Bolted out of the Magic Kingdom. I had parked at the boardwalk, so I went over to where the buses were. While we were waiting for the bus, while I was waiting with a couple other people, I had to throw up. So I threw up in the bushes, okay? Nobody really noticed, I don't think. It was just a couple people standing there waiting, and they were real focused on each other. So I, puked a couple times in the bushes there, and then I felt better. And I was like, okay, great, that's good. I got it all out. I'm going to get on the bus. I'm going to go home.
No, you're making that decision, Sums. You're my friend. And I feel like I should be a judge for this because I am a professional puker.
Yeah. I have no experience with this. I'm listening to this like, oh my god,
yeah, I feel
worst
like
nightmare.
I think I can almost predict this. That's a false. You're not done. You're not done.
Yeah.
You thought you were done. You got to sit there. You got to stay
the first
there.
wave.
Yeah, it's the first wave. Yeah, see, maybe you do have the fear, dude. Maybe you do. What if you had a subconsciously in the back of your mind, you hate puking so bad that your body just decided it would never do it again. And Max has a variation of that, right?
Yeah, he lives his life by the fear of puking. Checks expiration dates.
Doesn't it sort of make sense that you would be the more concentrated version of him? He's just one nano whatever separated from you, so his is just a little less powerful. Yours, though, is so powerful, it's automatic. You'll never puke because you willed it. You hate it so much that you willed yourself to never puke again, and it is iron will.
Did I have irrational fear the whole time? It's
I don't know.
I go back like Shutter Island, and I'm piecing together my life. I'm like, oh, my whole life was based off irrational fear.
But I wonder if there is something what if it was as simple? I'm not diagnosing you either. I know you hate that. But what if it was maybe the day your dad, something tragic on that day was the last day you puked, and it was just never again. Sealed.
Well,
sealed.
I remember not liking or being afraid of getting the flu to puke, and I'd sit there and try to wait it out, and feel like a puke is coming, but I never would. People would go force it to happen, stick their finger down.
Oh, I love that. That's me.
I'm I never have done that. I always thought I could wait it out and beat it.
And you can. Tell me, you prove yourself right. You don't do it.
I've beat a stomach flu. I felt like I was gonna puke, and Crystal would yell at me just go throw up, you'll feel better. I'm like, I'll beat it.
And
I just held it, and then after 24 hours, and she's like, you were miserable the whole time. But I'm like,
he still beat it. Yeah, he beat it. Let's see if Summer beat it.
Well, if you're familiar with a Disney bus has a raised area in the back. So it's like a regular bus. They kind of facing each other. And then in the very back, it's kind of like 2 stairs up and raised. So I went all the way back to the very back of the bus. And then the cool part about when you ride a Disney bus at night, they'll turn off the lights. So it's real quiet. So we're all riding, the bus is quiet. We're riding to the boardwalk. And I have to throw up again. And I'm sitting in the very back, the raised part, in between a bunch of people. There's a bunch of people all around me. And I have to throw up again. And I don't know what to do. And I start to panic. And then I just quietly barf in my lap in my hand.
I've done that. I've quietly barfed in my lap maybe 25, 30 times.
Oh, but other people see it, right? They are like, oh.
Andrea's seen this move on me more than anyone in the world, my loving wife, Andrea.
You've told me the story.
Where I'm like, well, no, I've done this probably 30 times.
Yeah.
Where I'm sitting somewhere and I'm so intoxicated or whatever, and then the barf comes out like a tube, and then it just lumps in your lap. It's just like, and then it just piles into your lap. And then Andrea's seen this one too. See, she's saying that we are so, my wife and I are finishing each other's sandwiches frozen right now. We're literally saying the same thing. And then another move that I became very popular with me, and I like this move better than the into your lap, Sums, if you got to do this again. Hold your shirt because it'll act as almost like a piece of cheesecloth. And all the liquid will get on your pants, but all the lumps, you'll hold the curds. You want the curds in your shirt.
Like a strainer.
Yeah, it's like a strainer. We'll continue.
I just throw up in my lap and hands. And it's quiet, so quiet. It's like I just quietly kind of leaned over and threw up. And then I have a lap and hands full of hot vomit, and I don't know what to do. And you can smell it immediately. It smells like alcohol. It smells terrible. There was a mom sitting right next to me. She looked at me. She was so simultaneously, like, disgusted and sad for me. She rummaged around in her bag. She gave me some, like, Huggies wipes so that I could kind of, like, wipe off my hands. And it was terrible. We finally make it to the boardwalk. The lights come on. Everyone can see that I'm covered in vomit. I have to walk of shame from the back of the bus to the front. And then I had to tell the bus driver that I had thrown up back there. It was humiliating.
This is some bullshit. You did what, motherfucker?
Yeah, I hope it was.
You did what? I hope it was John Witherspoon. I hope John Witherspoon was driving the bus and he turned
old,
tiny, beautiful little tiny summer. She's so tiny.
Yeah, real man is not sympathetic to you at all. Like he's mad.
And Summer walks up. She's holding her shirt full of the curds.
Like, I'm sorry.
This is some bullshit, motherfucker.
He's like, you got it everywhere. God damn. Like,
what'd you drink? You drink a Hurricane? God damn, motherfucker, John Ticker. So bad.
Yeah, drunk ass white bitch. Like, man. Like, because then it's even worse. Like, no
Summer.
sympathy. It's always better when someone's like, oh, I'm sorry you're sick or whatever. But the real man bus driver, he blaming you for drinking too much, which he should.
Yeah.
Because
I've never
like, you did this to yourself, and now you've thrown up on and you ruined my bus.
I never get sympathy. Because normally I'm with Andrea. Not even an ounce. And I don't deserve it. But I don't get it. Like, so rest assured that, and sometimes I get even this. Sometimes I'll get there where I'm like, whoa, and then outside the door I'll get that, That's what you never get that though, right?
No, because I don't.
Yeah, I get that. So I'll get the, this is what, maybe you should think about that.
Yeah, but I've told these stories before, so whatever. I'll get the wake up in the middle of the night, pee in her suitcase.
No, you haven't done that in a long time,
yeah,
dude.
but
I think you're out of those phases.
Well, because
you're done.
When I was a younger man, I'd get into the shots and stuff, and that's what would get me. It's like a night of drinking, and then shots on top of it.
What is that? Is it your
too
bladder
much.
turning off? Is it your
No, I'm so blacked out, and like even my fear of puking or whatever is so, like my body won't puke, so it's like
it's resolute.
So
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
You got past the puking part. Now you just have to puke, and you're so inebriated.
But isn't it involuntary?
You stand up, and then you think you're not conscious or something, and you think something is the toilet, and you pee. This is a common thing that people wake up drunk and pee on things.
So what you actively, you are peeing, and what I mean by that is you're not blacked out and then you just start pissing.
No, yeah, you're
getting up and pissing.
Yes, and then
which is different. Yeah, I think I've always thought that you were just like blacked out and you're just.
That's happened too. That's not about. I mean, in my younger days, this, my God, I think like I'm like, oh, my sons. You do change your perspective as you get older. You're like, God, you're ruining your body.
They don't look like drinkers. The
new generation.
Yeah, that doesn't. I look at all three of ours. Maisie
Max's fear of puking, I've used that. I'm like, alcohol make you puke, and he's like, I'm never doing it. I'm like, good, because he's got the addiction gene in his head. Like,
Maisie also doesn't equate alcohol with sporty people, and she calls herself a sport. She's like, I'm sporty. Her two things are I'm preppy and sporty.
Yeah.
And she's like, athletes, she's like, they don't drink. I'm like, okay, keep that up.
Well,
but John Rocker drinks. A lot of baseball players drink.
But it's
and most quarterbacks drink.
Yeah.
All Spanish real baseball players drink.
Yeah. And I'm like, I want to be like them. But my life is over. I'm talking about the younger generation.
Even Tom Brady had margaritas.
Yeah, I saw him drunk after
Florida.
He's drinking tequila. He got drunk through the fucking Lombardi trophy. Coolest thing he's ever
Probably
done.
the most Florida thing he's ever done by far. Very cool.
The coolest Super Bowl parade by far
That's
ever happened was the boat parade
and I'm
that Tom
supposed
Brady.
to hate Tampa, but I can't.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
too cool.
They hold the crown. There's been no other cooler Super Bowl parade than the Tampa Lombardi
It was also a
Trophy.
giant middle finger too, which was great.
Yeah.
and I think that's kind of and the fact that they had jet skis there. Anything that has a jet ski at it is awesome.
Yeah. Imagine just driving one of the yachts with the players, because I think they were all like probably ownership.
They were
Jason
split
Arts,
a bunch of different yachts.
But those are multi-million-dollar boats, and so I don't know who owned them. There's like people in business with them, right? Like in the somewhere with the
I'm
football
sure
team.
a lot of season ticket holders take one email to get the owner of whatever Tampa boat tree, and he's like, here, you can have every boat I have,
or even probably some personal boats.
I think they were all personal boats.
The sponsors, all those super rich guys have yachts.
Yeah, Mr. Amscott has a yacht.
God, and those yachts are wasted most of the year. Like, no one even uses them. Like, that, I would love, and millionaires and rich people do not talk about this because it infuriates people. But the amount of waste.
What doesn't infuriate people these days?
I know everything. But they'll have. I mean, shit, look at a microcosm of it is my boat sitting there. I haven't used in a minute because it was too hot or whatever. It's like,
it's perfect now,
and I've been too busy. But, it's like these guys have their same yachts sitting there, but they're paying crews to keep them, you have to do the maintenance on it. So that yacht is costing you $80,000 a year just in maintenance.
Maybe
And that's
more
a
than
small,
that.
that's a small yacht.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the yacht that or the big boat that
Jerry Jones, the time we saw that, when we saw that yacht, I've never seen anything like that.
That's probably $500,000 a year.
I've never seen
maintenance.
anything like that. But
Yeah, I mean, that's an insane amount. And then you maybe use it once a year or some shit. I don't even know.
I've never heard him reference it. I've never seen a photo of him on it.
Only in the draft during COVID where
Oh,
everybody's
yeah,
on the yachts.
that's right.
And that's how
right.
everybody even knew he had it. And then we saw it in the Bahamas that one time.
we
And
did
you're
see
like,
it.
God damn. I mean, just a full-time crew of people just living on it, taking care of it. And then you're paying
But I
for
bet
it.
that's a great job.
Oh, yeah.
I'll put that on my white whale of Weird Job Wednesdays. I'd love to talk to a person that your job is to do the upkeep on a yacht and keep it ready for the rich people.
I've met people in Miami that do this, and the seasonal work.
Is it hard?
It's kind of, they jump around and I'll explain
Is it like below deck?
The ski instructors in Colorado, and they'll jump around and being like, there'll be ski instructors during the ski season, then there'll be whitewater rafter instructors during the rafting season, then they'll be, they'll just live and work while they're doing that job. The boat crews are like that too, and like big families. Like I knew someone that worked on the Bacardi family's yachts.
Jesus.
And so the crew kind of changed. There was one or two people that were the heads of it, and then they get seasonal yacht.
That's cool, yeah.
And then really you lived aboard, and you would have a designated 3 jobs, kind of like a cruise ship, where you would set the dinner and then also do the cleaning of the outside.
Yeah, a couple hats.
Yeah, and then you'd get time off at port. It's something. It's kind of mimics a cruise employee's job, but it's very small.
That's
it's like
fun, man. If you were like a loner.
A
young guy. If you're
just travel around the world
in your 20s, you know what I mean? And if you like I could see you, had you not, gone to UCF or followed with Crystal, I could see you maybe growing up. If your dad's still around, you're more of a boat guy, then you jump on board, maybe do that
and
a
do
little
crew
bit.
work.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
There's also, though, a level of discretion that you get into that world because some of your clients are like the Bacardi family, the other rich people.
You know some stuff.
Like you don't need to be filming them cheating on their wives
Right.
or whatever. Or just
you're gonna see some stuff and you've seen some stuff. Yeah, shut your mouth.
And then so you're kind of trusted. If you could be trusted, they'll let you in. But I don't think they let in too many outsiders.
It's very mafia. I like that.
I
like
think
that.
there's a version of that, like where they keep calling the same people because this person hasn't, taken any pictures or bothered the client.
It's probably the same on the Bering Sea. You want the greenhorns that cannot talk about pain pills.
yeah.
I'm serious. I
let
bet
it happen.
Hey, we're like spicy boys, and we're up all night on this boat. And if you want to play with us, the big boys, then you keep your mouth shut about the pills we take.
Yeah, and you gotta do it too.
Yeah.
Like
we're gonna make you do it.
yeah, you're gonna do the meth in front of us. Anyway, let's take a break.
Yes, sir.
When we come back, I got a story about Tommy getting his laptop charger, the school laptop, because now middle schoolers get laptops.
Well, that's kind of cool.
And
That would have been a dream come true when I was a kid. You get a computer? What?
Yeah.
Like, computers don't even matter now. Kids get a free computer. It's like, I don't care.
I know.
It's
I'm kind of
stupid.
mad that like you only get one. You should be one for every class. Like these things can't be that expensive. Like it needs more school money.
Like each kid gets 7 laptops.
Just so they don't have to carry it around, because also his backpack's 18 pounds, which I like. And because a lot of parents, and including my wife, is complaining about how heavy
Weight vests are very in right now.
yeah, I feel like this is helping him get stronger, and it's I appreciate the school for making him do it.
Every fat mom in Baldwin is walking around the lake wearing a weight vest. You probably see it when you're running.
Yeah. It's a free weight vest at school. All right.
The name of the band is Post Sex Nachos. The name of the song is Supergirl. And then in the center of this, or middle and center combined into Siddle, you're going to get a special surprise song, a little remix of,
All right, we'll talk about that too after.
Yeah, we'll do all of that. We'll be right back. 1-844-TOMNDAM. Call us up. Hey, I think I accidentally played the same song from last week by total accident, because I'm loading these AI songs in here,
Oh yeah.
and I was trying to stack them in the middle here. Also, AFI. Remember the band AFI? They got new music that came out today. And Davey Havoc, not only does he look like a crazy wizard now, but he sings like Peter Murphy. Everything sounds like this. It's very wild, man.
So let's talk about the AI, because I know we've been messing around with AI songs for a while, but Daniel realized that the new version, I guess,
4.5 of Suno. And we like to try and fuck this shit out before everybody else does.
Yeah, but it'll take the essence of a song. You could load in an entire song, and now it'll kind of mimic the essence of it, rather than just loading in the words of a song and letting AI come up with what it thinks, how it should be put together, the composure of it, or whatever. Right. The composition of it. And so then now, and like we did it with Time for Bath, and like Daniel even put in
see if I can find this one. I got
some old school radio songs, and you'll understand what I mean, where it mimics the essence of it now, rather than just
so I mean, we all know
coming up with random.
And now I can, because I have it on my screen here, I can give you both. So I like to also like kind of boil this down so people try to understand what the hell's happening, because you may not get it. So basically what I'll do is I'll take a piece of audio. I had a couple of, I was looking for King of Deltona, the old King of Deltona song, or Mr. Tom Van. And I reached out to Evil Eye to try and find it, and he doesn't even have it. I'm like, damn, that's somebody, I know somebody's got it. But I ended up on this right here. Let's play this one here.
Count me off.
Okay, all right.
1, 2, 3.
I've got to think.
All right.
Of something
Okay.
better.
Okay, so you get the idea, and I know you don't want to hear it, but you get the idea, right? You get it. So here, let's see.
Count me off, Bubba. 1, 2, 3. I've got to think of something better, of a stunt, the best one ever, or I'll be off of the show. I don't know where I'll go.
It even captured how uninterested you were in the song. It was able to steal that essence of you, dude.
That's the interesting part to me,
because that was part of the character, was that you
I can't sing, and so like
you play it up. It was you played it up more than you.
I can't hold the tune.
But better than that, you were giving it the real drunk. When you were doing that, you were in character, and you exaggerated the dark, and it picked that up, and it mimicked it perfectly.
Yeah, and so that's the interesting part.
You called it essence, and I like that.
Where it's now mimicking the essence of whatever you load
or
in
spirit.
there.
Earlier
or the
you
spirit
said
of it.
Spirit, and I'm like, whoa, spirit. Now you're going to get religious. You're back to Joe Rogan. AI is God,
It's just mimicking the spirit of the song, and that's something new to this whole thing.
Like, for instance, I put in the original Serial Lover song that I did, And because we were limited, I was trying to put in a bunch of different stuff for you guys, and the stuff that you hear that is original in the breaks is the stuff we wanted to present to you. But I put Serial Lover in there, and then I was like, can I make it like Bollywood or Middle Eastern sounding?
Okay, yeah.
Like,
Because then you could prompt it to like take the essence of this song. Here's the song, but also make it into this. So you're massaging the actual art.
You're massaging the essence.
You're massaging the human art into whatever you want very easily, and it just shitting out as many songs and versions of it as you want, which is, now
as of right now,
interesting.
it will not allow you to do copywritten music, right? So if you were to take, and trust me, I tried, if you were to take even a sped up version of, let's say, NSYNC's, what was I using?
Bye, bye, bye?
I think I did do Bye, Bye, Bye. And it was like, no, sorry, you can't do that.
Yeah, okay.
So if it's something popular, but let's see what it did for, this is supposed to be Middle Eastern Serial Lover. I haven't even heard this. I kind of like that.
Running through the streets of Aladdin.
I thought things with you and I were good. I guess I should have known when I found that empty box of shredded wheat sitting by the phone.
I don't like that part. Let's try this one. Oh, that's more Middle Eastern. The other was a little more Moroccan.
I thought things with you and I were good. I guess I should have known when I found that empty box of shredded wheat sitting by the phone. Late one night.
It's interesting how it can, now you can stay in key. You used to when you were giving it like lyrics and stuff, because trust me, I've taken every lyrics of every song we have and put it in there, but it was never able to like really emulate inflection, was never able to emulate cadence. And I used to try to take a lot of pride in writing every word that I would write. The reason I would tell you guys, if you're going to use this to write your own stuff, is because the cadence, the syllables really mattered, the number of syllables. But it doesn't really anymore. And this is the weird part, and that's why I want to bring this to your attention. This thing, since we've started using it, has gotten so much better that now I can take something that's clunky and shitty and I can just sing it to it and it'll come back and sing it the same way I sang it. So you can squeeze rhymes in there. You can make your rhymes kind of fucked up. Bubba, we used to always fuck with him because his rhymes are shitty. Like he loved forcing a rhyme. You can now force rhymes. You can now force beats, cadences. You can change tempo on a whim and slow things down and put a retard there, or pull an accelerando or something on the. Yeah, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean?
Well, it's interesting because it used to be like. Eminem was always praised for his ability to make things rhyme that shouldn't rhyme and put things together, and that was his brain doing it, right? Yeah. And now it feels like AI can do it just as good now.
I'll give you an
make
old
things
one.
fit, and like so you don't need Eminem's brain anymore.
No,
you can use AI to do what only he was able to do. I don't know. It's just
you can
it's
get
just
a decent
sign of
it's just a tool, but you can get a decent I think it would be very. This is where I want to put the positivity on it. If I were a young kid and this is all I had. I don't have a keyboard. I don't have drums. I don't have enough money to afford any real recording, equipment.
Yeah.
But I have a free pass to the Suno thing. Theoretically I can sing the harmonies and the melodies that are in my brain, and then I can use this tool to help create music.
Yeah.
I think that would be pretty exciting for a young kid. Hey, like if I had this tool, like because
a cheaper barrier to entry is going to even make more unlimited content, and that does devalue, I guess, anything because it's just everything now can be done by anybody.
Okay, let me give you a for instance.
It's just a million. I mean, you want a million versions of Serial Lover? We have that. No one wants that.
Nobody wants
but
it, yeah.
You have now the ability to do whatever you want with anything, really.
And here's a good example of what I mean by you don't have to like spell it out anymore. I used to have to, like I wrote a song a while ago just fucking around. I don't think anybody's ever heard it, but it's called 2 hot dogs and a bowl of cereal.
Okay, all right.
Now, I'm saying 2 hot dogs and a bowl of cereal, but in urban music and rap, you're not going to say cereal. You're going to say Searle, like my dad said it. It's a Southern thing, and I'm doing Southern rap. I'd have to spell it. In order to get the computer to say it right, you have to spell it S-E-R-L. There's no other way around it.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that now. Now you just have to say it, and then it'll sound something like this right here. song. This is a song I wrote. I wrote all that.
Yeah.
I wrote the
But
lyrics.
but you also told it how to say
Yes,
it.
like
and
I had
that's the important part.
Like I had to spell. So this is what I want to walk you through. I had to spell. I once knew dis, D-I-S, bitch. She got some big old O-L titties. She said, I'm hungry, H-O-N-G-R-I. You gotta, like, I put in so much work to do this.
You mold it.
Yeah, and then people be like, well, my raps don't come out right. I'm like, you're not putting in any work. But now you don't have to put in any work.
No. What that does devalue the art of it.
Oh, yeah. Every minute that I got better at it, they are taking it away.
yeah. Because now you're like, well, this used to take a lot more effort.
Yeah, like I said.
To produce something like that.
I said, bitch, we're homeless. I ain't had no damn meal. I'd like 2 hot dogs and a bowl of cereal, S-E-R-L. But you don't have to do that anymore. Now, one of the weird things is that in this song, I didn't have a second verse. But this song, sometimes when you would hit it when you hit the nail on the head on AI, it wants to do more for you. I don't know what that is. I'm sure somebody that knows AI can explain, like, pleasing the algorithm in some way. But so this, I was onto something here, and I'll die on that hill. Like, if you listen to this, like, everything fits perfectly, and it sounds like a real hip hop song.
Yeah.
But then the algorithm wanted to, like. Give me a reward, right? So they wrote a second verse that's all gibberish, and they used the N-word multiple times. That was my reward. Do you want to hear it?
So I was like, I know this guy. I see his beard.
Do you want to hear it?
I'll say the N-word.
Listen to the second verse, and then it picks up my verse. It does a whole second verse that's just gibberish with the N-word in it, and then it tacks my verse on the end. Here, I'll play it for you.
Dogs in a bowl of syrup. 2 hot dogs in a bowl of syrup. 2 hot dogs in a bowl.
Oh, by the way, the reason I wrote this song is because one night last weekend, Andrea and I had for dinner 2 hot dogs and a bowl of cereal. We are those people. We are that hillbilly. My wife's in the chat room. You can ask her and confirm it. We had 2 hot dogs and a bowl of cereal. That was our dinner. It is embarrassing. Okay, here goes. Here he goes. And it's aggressive. Ready?
Get him, feel it so I duck, why the tweet, he get cool with my niggas so rich, Clay's cotton, I knew this nigga looking in, then when I ain't get the name, never see got her in me, I once knew this bitch, she got some big old titties.
And then it picks up my line.
So it just
freestyle.
It's a freestyle.
Do you want to hear a robot freestyle? And he uses the N-word twice. Blink if you can hear the N-word.
And you didn't write it down. You didn't write that N-word.
Yeah,
I'm just making sure.
Well, the N-word's the only one I wrote. No, here, okay, look here. Here's a robot freestyle. See if you can. It went right to the N-word. You're right.
Get him, feel it so I duck, why the tweet, he get cool with my niggas so rich, Clay's cotton, I knew this nigga looking in, then when I ain't get the name, never see got her in me, I once.
I ain't never seen a humpanana. He says, I ain't never seen a humpanana. It sounds good. It works, right? I ain't never seen a humpanana.
Weird. You know.
I bet you that if
so
kids,
weird.
if you went out there and started performing that, I ain't never seen a humpanana, kids would be like, hell yeah, man, I ain't seen a humpanana.
I know some people are like, it doesn't impress me. Like, even with
Shania Twain. She says a lot.
Crystal was not impressed by this, but I'm like, do you understand? It's
stealing my essence.
It's just made that up. Like, and it's for sure
Wow.
it just stole the essence of the internet and a bunch of songs that sound like this.
Well, that's why you're getting litigation now.
Yeah,
that's why you got some big YouTubers who are behind some stuff. Rick Beto, I think, is behind some of it. There's some people that are now. They're coming after Suno. I wouldn't be surprised if my algorithm gets changed.
It's going to do nothing just like Metallica with Lars. you are now the new school Lars. And all this bullshit is moving too fast. And by the time our courts are so slow and everything, by the time it even gets close to some sort of decision, the cat's out of the bag. Everybody's using it. This is a free app.
It's everywhere.
It just flooded the internet, and it's all pointless.
But I am getting, like, and that's why I do like to do it in doses. Like, I like to bring it to you guys, explain it to you a little bit, fuck it out a little bit, and then we'll be done with it for a while.
Well, people that don't deal with this at all may not even know this that we're at this point where this is very inexpensive to use. It's not like Daniel is using some like a professional grade software
Anybody
or
can
whatever.
have this.
This is an app that anybody can purchase.
In theory, if you were a dad and you wanted to do a custom song for your wife or daughter, you could buy this app for, and subscribe to it for $20.
Yeah.
You could sing into it what you want, write a poem and sing into it, and then produce a song that's high quality for your loved one and give it to them as a present if you wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Anybody can do that.
Yeah, for the price of $20, and you could do unlimited thousands if you want.
100%.
It will in any version, in any genre of music you want.
So let's put a positive spin on it. This is where I'll leave it, and then I know you have a story you want to tell me, but I think this will be a fun and exciting way for our kids to make music. I do. I don't think instruments are going anywhere. Kids are still learning to play drums and guitars, and Tommy's got his trombone, and but you know what I mean. But I do think it will be in addition to.
Yeah,
and I think stems and using stems, and Jackal and I have been talking about it, and he doesn't know where he stands on it. Hell, I don't even know where I stand on it. I want a pedal steel guitar. I don't want this digital shit. I want analog old man shit. But this is here.
But what I will say is, going back and go to our intro, the intro to our show, right?
Thank you for reminding me.
And play one version, or play a ska, or I don't know. You make up any genre.
A new one?
Here,
let's see what this one is.
Yeah, make up.
Okay, that's the original.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. So you want to do it real time?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Just.
I don't think we've ever done it real time.
Or you have a bunch in there that you could.
It only takes a second. If I just go, well, they're hard to find because they're not named. The other ones are named.
Just classical.
So if I just do, you want classical
or whatever genre? Have the Twitch pick.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Give us a genre.
Oh, now we're doing improv.
This is like crowd work. We're doing crowd work.
And then everybody yells out something, and then I'll pick what I wanted to pick.
Fire station, and Drew Carey's there, and he's in a diaper.
That's called Magician's Choice. I think you think you're getting a choice, but really, I'm like, what?
Okay, Johnny Unique 007 said 60s soul. That's really good.
Okay.
60s.
And the reason why I'm even bringing this up is there was a time, the original composer of our intro song.
Yeah, Brock Berryhill.
Yeah, we did we paid someone else,
Andrew
to play it on piano.
Yeah.
And then record it and send it to us
in his studio. Yeah, multiple versions.
Yeah, and have a different. And then it's
all right, it's done.
Yeah, okay.
All right, 60s soul, Tom and Dan. Let's see. Doesn't sound very 60s soul to me, does it?
Maybe the time, it still has a lot of bugs.
Nah, this is really epitome. We try to show it to you real time to watch this.
You picked the worst one,
you motherfucker. You tried to fuck our show up.
I was gonna say reggae.
You fucked up my trick.
Say reggae or polka. Put polka.
Polka.
Put polka.
Oh, it's frozen down.
Oh, God damn it.
You wanted it to fail. That's why you said 60 soul, you dumb motherfucker. You get the fuck out of our chat room. You don't support our show. That wasn't yes and. That was yes no.
You ruined everything.
Or that was no and.
Anyway.
Polka. All right, I'm doing reggae.
Okay, reggae.
Oh, I'm sweating now. We had to turn the air on. The air conditioner's broke. Oh, there we go. That's pretty good. Yeah, I like that. See, that works. Let's try this one. But you could adjust how crazy you want it to be, right?
Yeah, Then that's the thing. It's like,
so how much of our song do you want? Because check this out. How much of our song do you want to influence the new song? It's at 25% right now. Woody, you're a gambler. What do you want?
Yeah, get a 75%.
Well, that means it would sound 75% like our song.
Right? Oh,
I think it does.
Yeah. Okay, so 10%.
Should we go 20%, 10%?
Yeah, let's go down to 10%.
All right, we're going down to 10%. All right.
Yeah. See,
then I'll do. You want a polka?
Yeah.
I'll do polka.
And I don't know. I always go back to do people find this interesting? But it is a a window into what our future is if me and Daniel could do this so easily, and then it's like, and it's so much.
All right,
of
it's
this,
done. That's
okay,
getting
yeah,
faster.
yeah.
All right, here we go. Polka. Still keeping that hip hop beat too much. Oh, all right. Like Weird Al. They nailed it.
yeah.
That's pretty good. Here's the second one. Well, that sounds nothing like our song, but
The essence is in there, though. It's back there. Anyway.
It is a tool. It is definitely a tool.
I need to teach my sons how to fuck with AI because
There's nothing to teach. You just got to interact with it.
I know, but I just want them to start now because
they're going to have to start
I'll
now.
do everything for you. Anyway, so speaking of that, my Tommy got his laptop charger stolen from him. Now
You got to get him a gun.
I'm still I'm still there's a percentage chance he lost it.
Is this the somebody stole my Steve Madden's? Did he get that from his?
I
Did he get that from his mama?
Max is more wired like his mom, but this is just a aloofness that I can identify with, where you don't know what's going on. People can easily steal from you. Like he got in the car yesterday. His backpack was open. The top of it was open, and Crystal thought that was weird.
He's an open backpack guy?
Well, no, he wasn't, but he's not usually. But it was when he got in the car, and then later
a lot
on,
of little boys are open backpack guys.
Yeah.
I see them.
And then they told us at the beginning, because they have to carry a laptop and your charger with you every day to school, that the chargers get walked away. They don't ever lend it to someone, or like don't leave it unattended, because it'll someone will forget theirs and just take yours or whatever.
Yeah.
And no big deal. But his computer was dead. I need to study for a test tomorrow, so Crystal went to Walmart and had to find some charger at Walmart. Which, by the way, I said there's nothing that we can do. Like, we can't do anything.
Nothing can be done.
because Amazon can't get it here fast enough. I forgot about Walmart.
Yeah.
Like, that's how.
I probably had one here. Honestly, like a computer charger.
It's some old, hunk of junk.
That's all I got. This whole studio is a hunk of junk.
Yeah. Make them all universal, by the way. Like, you can fucking iPhone.
I've been saying that for years, dude. I hate it.
Like now with the new.
I'm this close to oh man, this is gonna rattle.
AirPods, like they have a different. In my new iPhone, different charger.
You want me to rattle everybody? I'm this close to go. Me and Maisie, or I want that wide open. Have you seen that Google phone that's a phone, and then you open it up and you're holding a goddamn screen?
Yeah.
That's what I want.
With
the foldable screen. I'm this close to saying bye-bye Apple, because their shit, this new release is garbage. Nothing good.
Have you seen the new AirPods can live translate different languages?
Yeah.
So like you could.
I don't need that. I don't like foreigners.
But it's funny because we were talking to another mom at school with me and Crystal, and they were talking about like the kid learning Spanish, and then she was upset that her kid didn't learn Spanish. She speaks Spanish, and she's like, I never got her, And then I was like, and she's like, in 20 years. She's going to be mad that she didn't learn Spanish. And all I could think of, I had to stop myself.
Oh, you should have said it. We should have said it in Spanish.
No. I was like, hey, the AirPods can instantly translate language now. In 20 years, that's how people are not going to know any languages. Like, remember the future movies where people have, like, something in their ear and it's live translating languages? Like, that's more efficient than learning a different language. And so it's like that's going to be how things are done.
They use it.
You don't need to learn any languages anymore.
They use it on Live PD or on Patrol Live a lot.
Yeah.
And it's usually this one guy. You'd think that more cops would do it, but this guy's always like somebody. He just hold the phone up. He's like, just speaking of this, and they speak, and it's perfect.
Yeah.
But he doesn't even have a good one.
That has been around for a minute.
Forever.
The live, if they had I'm speaking to someone in Swedish and they're understanding me, and even though they all know English, but let's another country.
Well, let's say they're dumb like us. Let's pretend they're dumb like us. The fact that the noise canceling can and Apple's are I think their noise canceling is the best. It's one of the only. Like, I love my AirPod Maxes over the years. I love them.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine if I could hear you talking, but it was actively translating, it would be amazing.
we will soon be able to have a guest that speaks a different language and do a podcast with them, right?
And then I will make their voice Homer Simpson.
But they will be able to talk to us real time, and we're going to be able to have a conversation.
You can make their voice anything, right?
I mean, that...
so you could get, like, theoretically, you could get an Asian person in here, right? And they could speak Mandarin Chinese, and then I could make their voice go, oh, you have broken English. Right?
You're making racist.
Yeah, I'm making racist broken English. Like, oh, they're very high. Hello.
Hey, like, I'm sorry. That's the way we want to consume it. It's our business.
What do you want to sound like? Broken English or Dr. Dre? Your choice. What do you want to sound like? Or Beetlejuice or the Howard Stern Show? Your choice.
Is he still alive? He's still alive,
I think he's still alive, but I can't get a real answer on him, really, because I think...
He's got to be, I mean, what is he, 50?
All of
60s?
these unfortunates that were part of radio shows back in the day have a handler, and it's usually the handler doing the Instagram, so you can't get a straight answer.
Yeah.
And these handlers are
they're
vampires.
Yeah, they're running their lives, and they're making the money.
So he could have been dead for 5 years. He's just using old pictures of him. Britney Spears could have been dead.
Yeah. And you know what?
By the way, she is having a moment. If you're horny for Britney, go to her. You got to subscribe. Do what you got to watch.
Oh, it's free, but she's putting out the content.
But
right?
I'm just saying, you gotta actively like follow her.
Oh,
follow.
Yeah,
follow.
Follow her to see.
She's got some dress on. Her titties are all falling out. She's shaking her ass on a boat, a big orange boat.
Yeah,
crazier than ever. Wild, just wild.
Do you think she releases some sort of nudity?
We're this close.
Although she can't do it through social media.
I said 2 days ago, we are this close to getting some nudity of hers.
But even if
she's being reckless with her body.
If she tries, I guess if she tries to do it through like Instagram, it'll get out enough where the internet will steal it. Yeah. And then before they shut it down.
All we need is a leak and it's out.
Okay, yeah.
And then we're this close. I'm telling you. I feel like a scientist that we're this close to having, like, fission or something, like we're on the cusp.
People villainize handlers as like, I think Richard Simmons had some sort of handler.
I have a handler, Andrea Dennis.
Yeah.
She's in the chat room right now. She says that there's dog poop everywhere in Brittany's house. Is that true? Where did you hear that? Oh, Andrea says every video there's poop on the floor. I have not noticed that because I'm horny. I'm looking at Britney Spears.
She's got a bunch of little pee-pee dogs right there pooping on the floor. And
oh my God, I am Britney Spears. I'm becoming a Britney.
Yeah. But we're watching the craziness unfold.
That's such a tell. All the ladies in our chat room are like, yeah, there's dog poop everywhere. All the guys never noticed it.
That's how I'm trying to...
That is hilarious.
Yeah, that is funny.
She looks... I think her body, like now, on that... Those videos of her
She kept it up.
On that orange boat from like yesterday or 2 days ago, she looks amazing.
It's interesting that her
I think she's always done fitness.
Yeah, she just kept up with the fitness.
Because she's always in the gym and she's always dancing, and you can't twirl. You could twirl the pounds off, I guess.
Yeah. And just
her ass looks good. Everything looks good.
She's obviously working out.
Yeah.
Like she's my
muscly.
age. Yeah.
She's 41 years old.
Yeah. I think she's 43. I think she's exactly my age.
Oh, is she?
Yeah. Because I think me and her, well, growing up.
I'd watch you guys do it.
Well, that's what I dreamed of growing up. I was like, oh my God.
Conway J says she's dead behind the eyes, though. Is she, though? I mean, sometimes I go back and forth on whether or not I think that she does these and then she thinks it's fun that we're all spinning out of control.
Yeah.
What if that was the whole thing?
And Tony O'Brien, like, there are there are people with mental illness, but are also cognizant and like with it enough to realize that society, they're trolling.
Because if you think about it, she's got us.
Corey Feldman is like this too. I think Britney Spears is like this. Corey Feldman's like this. I think he's a little more with it than Britney. But if you look at like Britney interviews, like even not that long ago, when she was going through her whole like I wouldn't say custody, but the what was it, conservatorship. Like she spoke and like coherently, and she was like seemingly with
seems like a normal person.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and then with it enough, and then when she's doing these dance videos, it seems way crazier than I think it is. And I think she gets off on the fact that people are like, oh, look at, giving it attention. I think so. I don't think it's just totally like, oh, this is like she's totally out of it where she has no idea what's going on. I mean, Corey Feldman's not totally, he knows what's going on, kind of. Like
he's still missing, by the way.
Yeah. Well, that's what they want. They know what we want.
My wife just sent me this article. This is from the England's This is from page 6. Britney Spears defends living in messy mansion covered in dog poop. She says...
By the way, Ozzy Osbourne lived like this. Like anybody with multiple pee-pee dogs lives like this.
Poor people and rich people. It's your poor man, rich man theory. Britney Spears is hitting back at critics who called her out for leaving dog poop. She says, shame on those who judge my home in my pajamas. What does that mean?
Yeah. If you have little pee-pee dogs, you have poop on the floor every once in a while. It's like it's inevitable.
I don't. But he's a medium-sized dog by design.
Yeah, but you're not as mentally ill and lazy.
Okay.
As me.
You know what? You know what? That's the nicest thing you've ever said about me, man. I appreciate that.
You did have a pee-pee carpet, though.
It was terrible. I admit it. I admit it. It was disgusting.
Which is kind of close to
I didn't
dog
believe
poop.
you. You came over, and then I remember we did a show, and we were talking about something, and it was just casual, right? Because you're never going to insult me. You're not going to walk over to me and be like, this carpet smells like piss, motherfucker.
And
you would never do that.
I'm not better than anybody.
No.
If whatever your house looks like.
You said this. This is, I remember what you said. We were talking about, I was like, my house, with the carpets, I was like, it's dirty, but you can't smell it or anything like that. And you were like, oh, you can always smell it. And that's all you said. It was just a passing comment. You're like, oh, you can always smell it. I was like, oh, shit, he's right. I was like, oh, shit, he's right. And then that was it. And then I was like, at home floor store, we got to get it done, and we got it done.
Yeah. It's it's kind of like the people that are like, it doesn't smell like cigarettes that bad. It's like, the cats, I can smell them. You got cats?
Anybody with cats?
No shit.
Yeah, like you might have a cat, your house is immaculate, and you just have a cat, and then the litter box is in a shower. In a bathroom you don't even use, and that's the cat's bathroom, and it's all the way to the other end of the house. I can smell it.
Yeah.
So
it's not that bad.
And you are
who cares,
right.
But...
It is a who cares, but you are right. Like I was blind to it, and then there are some photos that Maisie and I will go back to of Caesar when we had the carpet. And I can't look at the photos of my dog because the carpet's so bad. I'm like, turn that off. I'm like, get that out of here.
Well, now you could use they have like Photoshop that's easy. They're like, cut this out. It's like Photoshop.
A lot of Photoshopping.
That's another thing that is so much easier. Like, remember,
we're not even into that now, though. We're into AI,
dude. At the beginning, like I remember when I was on the radio, like someone. Take someone's face.
Photoshop Mike did Tiffany. And it looked like there's cum all over her face.
And it blew our minds.
Yeah.
Like, and we used to have
And we saved the photos.
we had to send that out to like, oh, this one guy knows how to do it. Like, that's crazy, right? It's like, oh, this guy's a pro at Photoshop. And it's like, oh, yeah, he's good. Like,
and it wasn't even that good.
No, I know. But today's standards, because it's so easy, you just do it with your phone.
I'm glad you brought this up.
You click on like some people on the back of your photo and it erases it. And you're like, oh, all right, now it looks like I'm standing next to the Golden Gate Bridge with nobody. Like, it's like, which is weird too because
they shut the bridge down. Like, why are you doing that? Why can't you have a photo with people in the background?
Because you're I don't know. It's weird because everything's fake.
We're making everything fake.
I know. Yeah. And we were living in a crazy. You're like, oh, this person was able to take a picture at the Golden Gate Bridge with nobody in the background.
How'd you do that? What's a fake?
And then it's like, well, it's not valuable then. Anyway, let's take a break.
All right.
And when we come back, we'll run through a bunch of different things. You got an SNL theory that I think you're right about.
Oh man, I've been thinking about this a lot. Oh, and another thing, and this just popped up. Are you getting? Or do you still go? Are you still struggling with the adult sites, or do you have some that you're going to?
Well, there's only there's only 3 of them.
No, we had a BDM that sent us a
bunch of different ones.
Okay, I'm going to show you something that I'm not supposed to use this man's name.
Okay,
but I'm going to show you something. I can't even put this on camera, but I can show you what it is because I just want to show you how big this is. Okay, I won't say your name, but you sent me the link. I'm clicking on it for Tom. You have to verify that you're a human. I'm not giving this out, by the way.
Oh, it's Big Rick.
Look at these links. Look at these links. Look how many links. That's how many, wow. And they're all free, and they're all full-length videos. Full-length videos, dude. All full-length videos.
Yeah, but I can't see.
No, you can search for anything you want. Your heart desire, you type it in. Anything you want, they find it. Wait. It's an aggregate to find anything you want in the world.
It's like a porn video aggregate?
It's the end of the internet for porn. You go to it, you say whatever you want, and it connects you with everything you want.
Okay, well, yeah. So
it's a genie. It's a porn genie.
I have to put my driver's license?
No, it's all free. It's all free.
I want to put my driver's license.
Are we getting to that?
No,
is that gonna be a thing?
No, it's not a thing.
All right. The name of the band. You can make fun of the song if you want to. This guy looks ridiculous, and his voice is ridiculous now, and I don't even know why I'm playing this. Maybe because I still have huge nostalgia for this band. The band is AFI. They have a new album coming out. This is their latest song. It's weird. It's Holy Visions. We'll be right back with more on Mediocre Time. 1-844-TOMNDAN. If you do want to call, last call for emails. That's probably what we're loading up. show@tomandan.com. Ask us anything. We'll be right back. That's a good band. Name of the band, Mabel's Pet Dinosaur. Name of the song is Lego. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom. Again, we got our Bad at Business Beer Fest and Sofa and Suds races November 22nd and 23rd, the weekend before Thanksgiving. So come by, all sponsored by Just Call Mo.
Yep.
Also, the Just Call Mo Comedy Jam is coming up October 2nd. So get your tickets for that. Dan and I will be out there.
Yeah.
A bunch of different Real Radio people are out there. It's a great show. I know we're going to have some of the comedians in the next couple weeks to promote it, but it's all for Yellow Brick Road Foundation, so it's all for a great cause. So
It's going to be awesome.
Come hang out with us October 2nd at the Just Call Mo Comedy Jam.
Let's do it.
So you brought up something, and you have a theory about SNL, and because there's a big shakeup in cast members.
Yeah, well, I saw, and is her name Ego?
Yeah, Ego Wodum.
Yeah, she super. Ego
Wodum.
Yeah, a mega talented comedian on SNL. Just one of the new many cast members that has recently announced their departure from the show. And I've been seeing a lot because we have a lot of friends that know comedian Cam Patterson. And congratulations to comedian Cam Patterson for being selected to be part of the new cast of SNL.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing a lot of hate. And like a lot of he doesn't have the reps. He doesn't have this. He doesn't have that. Okay, that's fine. And none of you are comedians, but that's all fine. You can have an opinion. That's fine. But what I was telling you this morning is sitting there looking at it, and it's like, I don't know any of these people that are there, and I see all these older people that used to be on there kind of exiting, and I'm like, I think personally that Lorne Michaels, and he's not that he's been known to do this, but I don't think he's no slouch, and I do believe he knows what he's doing, and I think that the new Saturday Night Live is going to be built with people that are very popular in a form of comedy that I may not even like. Yeah, but it is going to be highly successful. It is going to work.
It's for a generation beneath you.
Correct.
Which SNL has always done to keep themselves relevant.
This is not for me.
Yeah, and I started realizing this, and I was like, how can Lorne Michaels be that tuned in to what the younger generation likes, especially because he's in his 70s or 60s.
Gotta be,
yeah, but he's old. So
it's got to be at least late 60s, right?
But if you think about it, throughout the 50 years of Saturday Night Live, he has been able to morph into the new generation of comedian and never really... and so some years people would disagree, the purists that like SNL, oh, this year was better than this year and that.
Well,
kind of
that's
thing.
always going to happen.
But think about when he brought in Adam Sandler in the 90s and stuff, and he was doing weird songs. And I'm sure
people were shitting on Opera Man. Trust me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But we were laughing at it. The generation, our parents didn't because I like Steve Martin and Martin Short, which we kind of like too. But still, it was the next generation you bring in.
My dad did not like Adam Sandler 100%. Yeah, he hated him.
And so Daniel's theory about bringing in this new generation of maybe more influencers and less about the actual sketch or I don't know, maybe it's the more popular.
It's just going to be different, right? the sketches. Let's say
which has always happened.
Okay, let's say I watch it, and let's say you and I sat on this red couch and we watched the first episode together as an experiment. I don't think it's going to hit for us. And I think we're going to be like, oh, this is not good, or that's not well thought out, that's not well written, that's this, that's that, and we're going to have strong opinions. But I think that's all an illusion. Yeah. I think that Cam Patterson and the cast that he's putting together that are younger people, and I see these older comedians that are leaving. I think I know why you're leaving. You're leaving because it's oil and water. It's not going to mix. And it's probably a good thing that you're leaving. Go on and do something different. Yeah. But these younger people, I believe this new cast of Saturday Night Live because I believe in Lorne Michaels. I don't know anything about him other than he's a success. And I think he's putting together a team of younger people, and the show is not going to hit for you and I anymore because it hasn't been. But it's going to hit. I think it's going to be successful. I really think it is.
A younger generation which they've always done to keep themselves relevant
Maybe
with
I'm
the
wrong.
younger generation.
And you guys can all tell me I'm wrong, and you can be, Dan, you're an idiot.
Or maybe the younger generation's not even watching SNL, so maybe this is all for nothing, and this may, I don't know. Who knows?
But if there was a way to get them to watch SNL, this would be to me, this would be the try.
Yeah. And
you're not going to get them by putting Jimmy Fallon up there. You're not going to get them by putting Louis C.K. up there or Dave Chappelle's old ass up there. You're not going to get them.
That's our generation.
That is our generation, Like, while Dave Chappelle is barking about trans people, they don't even care about that old act. Guy. He's an old guy.
I don't even know who they're... I'm guessing the standard 25 to 54 audience, but... we're at the tail end of that. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm 43 or 49.
I'm a 50-year-old man all day long.
Yeah, but it's a slow transition, but they've been able to do
Now, I'm a young 49. I am, and I make a lot of jokes about the way I look, but the stuff I'm into is younger. It really is. It always is. It's always been.
Is this a calculated move, or do they just bring in younger people, and that's what happens because their younger influences younger people?
This one, to me, seems more calculated, and I don't have really much more to back this up other than my opinion, but I'll walk through it with you. Cam, I don't want to speak on him really. I don't know him. He seems like a super nice guy. He's very good friends and almost like a family member with Jolly, right? And we support that guy. But what I'm reading from criticism, right? I'll repeat what I'm reading from criticism. Not enough reps, isn't a good writer, hasn't been doing it long enough. Well, does that really matter if it works or if it's entertaining? It never has. So let's say he gets up there and hits it out of the park, which I think is going to happen. I really think that it's not that what they're doing is bad. It's that it's just different. And so the show's going to be different.
When you described it as like when all the old school stand-ups were talking shit about the influencers doing stand-up and selling tickets.
We got a lot of our comedian buddies, and I'm not going to name any names, but they would be mad when a Glozell would come to town, when a Frankie Quinonez, the Spanish guy that started doing the workout. He's like, hey, show a little workout, man.
Well, with any influencer coming and then not going through the traditional stand-up, I guess, vetting or reps, touring, building your show. Now, they are right in the fact that the show is probably less polished because they haven't been practicing a show, and some of them couldn't do it. But the ones that end up putting something together are still doing it. And it turns out all that matters is, butts in the seats and them buying tickets. And all that matters in SNL, because all their money comes from advertising, is people watching or maybe the small clips being viral. And they know the only way you're going to get that is by using social media influencers and viral comedians.
But Cam Patterson has a huge online presence. If you think for a second that he isn't going to share his own clips from being in the show, you're crazy. So it's going to work.
And I'm sure, because everybody thinks it's just Lorne Michaels, it's a lot of executives. But even like other people, they're like, hey, this show's got to make money, because that's the bottom line of everything is money. And they probably are shooting themselves in the foot for kicking off Shane Gillis when they did.
Oh.
Because they saw him and what he's done with his career.
Have you heard some of the jokes that Cam says? I mean, it's a different time.
Yeah, and then they're probably like, man, if we had him here, maybe he would have brought in that revenue for us.
Well, that's how fast time is moving, right? Is that like what was that, 6 years ago?
Yeah. No, I know. And
look where we are now.
Yeah, and they were like, hey, we need more Shane Gillis. Who gives a fuck what they said?
And then I love it when people say, like, we can't say what we want to get out of here with that bullshit.
Yeah, and money rules everything.
Yeah, don't even start. We can't say things. Our hands are tied. Get out of here.
Cream is the original mover, right? Like, I know we said Freem, but Cream is first.
Cream and cream.
Yeah,
but cream first, then Freem.
Follow the cream, because no one gives a shit, especially executives, and we're talking about marketing dollars, like, look at the NFL. They're like, no kneeling. Oh, Black Lives Matter.
Put it in the end zone.
Put it in every end zone. Like,
mandatory afro for everybody that plays.
All they give a shit about is money. Just let that, everybody should know that.
Johnny Unique, who tried to ruin the show earlier by giving me the 60s soul suggestion. This guy's he's in our chat room. He says, some of the cast members wanted to leave. They were burned out on so many sketches. I believe that, but I also believe when you see the really talented stars that are leaving that don't seem to have other stuff set up, I think you're seeing the oil and water that I was referencing. I think you're seeing a lot of the younger people, and Cam
They've
has
got big influences.
Yeah, and they don't mix with the person that's been in
pure
Chicago. You know, I've been at Second City for 9 years before I got asked. No, it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
So it would make sense for them to exit, and then these new people are going to come in, and my prediction, and I could be wrong, but I think it's going to be a success. I think SNL is going to work. Now, you may say it sucks. That doesn't mean it's not a success.
Yeah, because the success is dollars and it's eyes. And if it has the more views, it's a success to the business. That's why they make these giant, blockbuster hero movies, superhero movies and stuff like that that may not be the best written, well-written, like pieces of
Poorly
art.
written.
Yeah, but it's just they're going to be the biggest success because it's dollars. And that's all that matters.
Yes,
to them, at least. But it does suck that you take away true artists, if you want to even phrase it like that. But like you're right, the guy that spent 15 years in Second City and doesn't even have a following is just like a pure artist. But it's like that's not the time we live in now. It's
No,
like we need I saw the guy.
even we feel
sketches.
it.
Yeah,
I mean, we feel it. You know how it hurts my heart sometimes when I'm talking to somebody that's like a friend of Maisie's, and they're like, "Well, what does your dad do?" And I'm like, "Well, I have a radio show and I have a podcast. I've been doing it for about 30 years." And they're like, "That's some old man bullshit."
It is old man bullshit.
I want Cam Patterson doing a fucking crazy sketch. You know what I mean? Like, it's not.
Oh, believe me.
And that's fine. That's fine.
Oh, my sons even, they are like embarrassed by the lack of YouTube followers we have. Seriously.
I know. I'm working on it.
Well, we can't even think it. We're doing long form talking.
I'm trying.
They're like, how long is your show? 2 hours. Jesus Christ.
They're like, how many followers do you have? Like, we're in the 7,000. 7,000!
That's nothing. That's zero.
Unspeakable has 8 million, you piece of shit.
7,000 might as well be zero. Your content's too long. What are you talking about?
It is
flat-footed,
7,000.
frogging.
7,000. 7,000 might as well be. We started our weight loss journey, right? 7,000 is started our weight loss journey.
I lost 5 pounds of water weight.
yeah. Like, what'd you do? I was like, hey, I lost 5 pounds this weekend. You're a fat fuck. Fuck you.
It takes 3,500 calories to lose a pound. Anyway, let's do some voicemails.
All right, voicemails. This one, I heard a little bit of it. I didn't finish it. He's in the chat room if you'd like to address him. Let's see what he says.
Hey, what's up, Tom and Dan? How you guys doing? This is Keyed Up BDM. I think last week on a Monday or Tuesday show, Tom was saying how he can't grow a beard, and it sounded like he had some beard envy from, Ross and Dan, of course.
Do you have beard envy?
Yeah, of course I do.
Why?
Because when you have a beard...
They don't want you to look bearded. They want you to look young.
I don't care what they want. It's what I want. I don't care. Because when I see grown men with beards, I respect them more. They have more authority.
Yeah.
They are more of a man than I am.
Secretly have more racist jokes in their mind. Yeah.
They're just more of a man. And then, so I cannot...
Can I overshare? I'm going to overshare.
All right.
And this is a shout out to our good friends at Groove Soaps. My wife told me that she likes the beard oil when I'm eating it.
Okay.
The beard oil will rub on her thighs.
Okay.
And her pussy.
No, come on.
Makes her thighs and pussy soft. And because it's secondary from me getting in there with because I'm giving her the full mustache skidoo, the full mustache. I'm giving her the mustache skidoo.
No.
And she said the following day afterwards, she took a shower. She's like, down there is a lot softer because of the oils from Groove Soaps because you're eating it.
Oh, come on.
So there you go. Ladies, if he's not eating it with it, make him put the beard oil on and then get your thighs moisturized. Moisturize those thighs. All right, back.
I have a solution for you. It does work. It's called minoxidil. I bought it at Costco. It's about $50 for 6 canisters, and it's like a foam that you put on your face every...
you need some face foam.
I think I did it every night for a while. I mean, I feel like it almost wakes up the hair that's living in your face, and I grew a beard.
You need to wake up the hair that's living in your face.
I am living proof that it works. It's not the greatest beard. It's not like a showstopper of a beard, but it is a beard. So
it's there.
Maybe you should take, my advice. Go get some minoxidil. Try it out. You guys could be the bearded twins of radio. I don't know. I just came up with that.
Okay,
No,
that's fine.
guys have a
That's
great
fine.
one.
You're good. It's fine.
What you did is what I like to describe as putting a spoiler on your CRX.
Oh, bulldog.
Like, yeah.
You put and it's the wrong color.
Yeah.
You know,
So-
I hate that. It's a black CRX. You got a blue spoiler
Yeah,
on it.
so
What
yeah,
are you
you-
doing? Paint that shit.
So yes, you do have a spoiler like race cars have,
Yeah.
right? But you're driving a piece of shit that doesn't need a spoiler.
And you're 400 pounds. Most people.
So yes, you have a shitty beard now, but it's still a shitty beard. Okay, technically, by the letter of the law, it's a beard.
You're
but
so mean. You're naturally.
No, I'm
I think
saying.
you're naturally the meanest of us. here. Natural meanest.
I'm just saying, like, yes, I know I could probably fill in some gaps, and I can get it because my beard grows like a chin strap. Like
Look
I
at how
have a
big.
Matthew
This
Stafford.
is the biggest beard I've ever had. I can take my mouth up and I can put my beard into my mouth now.
Yeah.
Maisie wants to braid it.
It's so.
I have to oil it every day. It's a pain in the ass, dude.
Yeah, I bet I could kind of fill it a little bit, but it's just going to be a better version.
We got a
of
lot
shit.
of strong beard opinions. Somebody, Ghost of Manu Bull says he's about to call. I love my beard.
Well,
and
what's an opinion?
And I love my long hair now, and I feel like I've regained confidence. I get more compliments from the women at Maisie's dance. Like, they are horny for the beard and hair, dude. I'm telling you. I've got my
When you
mojo
say that,
back.
I don't know.
I've got my mojo back.
It's hard for me to believe.
I could run through all of them.
Like
I could run through every single one of them.
Like so, the reason why it's hard for
They
me.
flirt with me hard.
Okay, so I'm not. This is gonna come off as an insult, which most of
To
my
me?
to
Okay,
you.
that's fine. That's
Yeah,
fair.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
fair. That's fine. Like, it doesn't hurt me. I'm just worried about the listeners.
No,
I'm never worried about me.
No.
I'm only worried about the listeners. Are you going to be mean to the listeners?
And Crystal tells
Are
me
you
all
going
the
to be
time.
mean to
She's
Crystal?
like,
Don't you be mean to Crystal.
that's insulting when you say it like that. I'm just
Okay.
like, I'm just saying what
The truth. You always say the truth. Yeah, I just say the truth.
No, so the reason why I find it hard to believe that the women around think you're more sexy with your new look is because I watched the movie Castaway, right? And I remember when it came out.
Yeah.
And I don't remember anybody saying like, oh, Tom Hanks with this Castaway like look.
Well, it's a
when
poor
he's
setting.
stranded.
It's not the right setting.
Yeah, but it's essentially long hair, long beard.
Yeah.
Because you're stranded.
Yeah, but that's a stranded beard. What I'm doing is like, and it's what you're saying. There is some truth to what you're saying.
It's manicured.
It's fish out of water, though. See, like when women look at you, and then there's 1,000 yous all around Baldwin. Guy, I got my little Jerry haircut, and I got my little shirt on. It's the difference. All it is a difference, dude. I'm not saying it looks good. I've never once said that. It's just different. When I pull up to the dance on my scooter, I got the beard and it's pulled apart. I take it off. I got longer hair, and I'm a little rougher on the edges. The ladies look at it and they're like, "That's a man that can eat it and oil my thighs."
Okay, all right. So
Hold on, we have a call.
In a land of tens, you're hogging it.
Yes. Yeah. It doesn't need to be good. Hey, thanks for calling a mediocre time. Who's this? Is this Ghost of Manu Bull?
Indeed it is.
Okay, well, thank you for calling. So what did you want to weigh in on this beard topic we're kicking around?
Yeah, nothing too controversial or anything, just clarification. That wasn't my voicemail, by the way, but I used minoxidil from January 2020 up through January 2021. And it gave me a pretty full, thick beard. I remember you guys discussed it once before. That's because I sent Tom an email with a picture of my beard around 2022 or so. But what it does,
Oh, pardon, but real quick, because I'm selfish, would it help my beard be better?
yes, it takes what you have and makes it better.
Interesting. Okay, continue, please.
And I've seen what Tom can grow during his Chaz Bono phase. And it really does. It would poof it out, but it's the consistency. It's something that has to be done every single day, without fail.
Oh, he can't do it. He can't do. That's the problem with testosterone too. Is he can't be? You're not a daily guy.
Well, I have a problem.
You got to become a daily guy.
Okay, so
he only took vitamins for 4 days.
Once you do it, though, is it good forever, or you have to continue to do it for it to work?
Yep, it takes about a year, and once it's there, it's pretty much there for the rest of your life. You don't have to keep taking it or anything.
Okay, so you just have the year.
1 year of every day.
Year every day, and then it's good after that.
Correct, yeah. And there's two types. There's the liquid form that you kind of use droppers in your face, but it makes you all oily, and that stuff takes forever to dry. And then there's the foam that costs about $60 as opposed to the $15 for the liquid. But that dries constantly, but it's worth it.
Can you buy the liquid and just shake it, like whip it to make your own foam?
So Manute, I know you don't know the exact science of this, but if you sprayed this all over your face, you couldn't grow a wolf boy because it's not going to grow hair that the follicle's not there, right?
I had patches on my face to where I wouldn't grow a whole lot. There'd be little sprouts before, and after the year I was done, I pretty much had a full patch right there. You can see some small spots on my face.
I think we got a Rogaine in your face, buddy. I'll do
Well,
it. What if every day you got to the studio? Because let's just take Saturday and Sunday and throw them away.
But I'm saying it can't grow hair that the follicle's not there. It doesn't exist.
No, that's like, well, that's
That's so you're saying that the follicle just hasn't been activated, and the minoxidil activates the follicle?
Essentially, yeah. And there's a whole subreddit dedicated to this, and people talk about it. You can see before and after pictures. But once you let it grow, and then you go to your barber, you get it shaped up to make it look like how it should look, presentable, and you're good to go.
Okay, so this is my prediction. Or no, not my prediction. This is my, I'm giving
Can
you
I shave while I'm doing the year, or do I have to let it grow out the hideous thing that I had?
That's a good question. Yeah, does he have to grow it, or can he, like, shave it and just apply?
It's best me personally, I just let it grow because it was 2020 and I wasn't going outside anyway. But that's something you probably have to take a look at Reddit for to see what those guys did. But for me personally, I just let it go.
Okay. For an extra, if you give me an extra $1,000 in my paycheck every Monday through Friday, when you get here, I will meet you in the bathroom and apply your foam. And that way we'll get it, and we'll get you foamed up.
Here's the problem. I'm using Reddit as science now. Like, why?
Yeah, but everybody is.
Why isn't this marketed as like, hey, this will definitely grow a beard? The fact that they don't market it like that makes me hesitant to believe that I think people are being tricked.
Well, you believe big media.
There's no trick. It worked for me. I'm living proof.
Yeah.
Tom's calling you a goddamn liar.
Well, that's what people tell me when they tell me about ghosts. You see what I'm saying? They tell me about
buildings swaying. There's a lot that he does not believe in.
Yeah. They tell me about ghosts, and they tell me about their dead grandma. They talk to them, all this shit.
Yeah.
You know, leprechauns.
Energy and vibes and leprechauns.
You see what I'm saying, Manute? I can't take your word for it. I need some goddamn science.
Reddit is science.
I got rid of him.
See, it's like, go check the Reddit.
I mean,
boards.
Reddit is the new science. Right? I mean, it is. Have you been on there? It's great.
Because there's a lot of people like me that want to grow a beard, so I feel like minoxidil and the companies would be like, hey, this will grow you a beard.
I didn't know it would make my beard better. I mean,
I know they use it for hair loss, and people do.
We got another call. Dude, you just literally pulled the slot machine on beard minoxidil. Hold on. Thank you for calling Tom and Dan. How's your sad beard?
Oh, terrible. I have an unwatered lawn on my face.
Oh, did you use who is this, by the way?
Clark the Tugman.
Hey, Tugman Clark. Did you use minoxidil to make your beard thicker and better?
No, I was saying I'll do this shit for a year and send you pictures. Well, how do you spell this shit?
Oh, wait, so you'll buy it and do it for a year.
Oh, you can get it for hymns.
Yeah.
Oh, but do it on the shaft of your cock.
Oh, no.
I will give you a $1,000
challenge.
The $1,000 hairy shaft challenge. Tom and Dan, we did this back in the day. We're bringing it back.
Yeah. If you could go hair all the way up to the top.
Yeah, if you could go minoxidil your cock shaft
for
1 full year.
What if you just do the head, or just hairy head?
$2,000.
Yeah, clean shaft.
$2,000.
Hair head.
If you could have a hairy cock head.
Yeah, like a ponytail bum.
I want your cock to look like a comic book man.
That would feel terrible jacking off.
No, it would feel terrible for your wife. When you put your
Clark.
Hold on, before we have sex, let me go shave my head.
Yeah, Clark's a lonely tugboatman. He's on the seas.
Yeah, what's on your mind, buddy?
Wait, no, he wants to.
Oh, no, I was serious.
Yeah. Well,
I'll do it.
All right, we'll do it
I'll take pictures.
Report back to us.
Spell the shit.
Minoxidil.
How the hell do you spell it?
Just type in Minox.
Just type in hair Minox. Come on.
That's what
they use it for hair loss. It's okay.
You've never heard of minoxidil?
I'm gonna admit something here. Get out of here, Clark.
Oh no! Oh, wow.
I have minoxidil.
Oh, you motherfucker!
No, but not for my beard.
What do you put it on your cock shaft?
No. No. I went through a period of time where I was like, oh God,
You're not losing your hair.
Yeah, but the corners of my hairline were the normal.
You're you're fine.
But it started getting like a couple of hairs and then gray. It was turning gray, and I'm losing it.
Yeah, but the minoxidil you're going to do nothing for gray. I'm sorry.
No, I know.
I'm sorry, Steve Martin.
And I was like, whoa, shit, I'm losing it. And then I fucking went on the internet, and then I found the goddamn...
I'm going to do some minoxidil.
And then I talked to the fake doctor.
I can get it.
And on just text. I'm like, oh, it's doctor. It's a text doctor. And then they sent it to my house. And then they started...
How drunk were you?
They just started sending it more and more.
Oh, you have a stockpile.
It's
like the weapons of
So I had to cancel my credit card.
Oh, my God. It's like Girls Gone Wild DVDs.
Because then I got lazy, and I would only do it sometimes. And I'm like, this shit doesn't work. But I have a bunch in there.
Then you got it on your hands. Your hands are hairy.
So, and I didn't even see any like, I don't know, but I didn't do it frequently. But I could spray it on my face. But it also... I found it
doesn't have to be any different?
Like, it was like...
well, you got the liquid. You need the foam.
Yeah, this is the liquid.
You need the foam.
Yeah. And then I'd get it in my mouth. And then I was making...
How do you get it in your mouth?
Because I'd spray my face with it. Or, like, I'd spray this corner of my quadrant of my head, but it would and then it'd go in my eyes and mouth. And I was like, God damn. And then Chris was like, what stinks in
What are
here?
you doing? Why does it smell like hair in here?
And then I'd make the kids lunch, and I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, shit, I got another Fritos. Oh, shit, I got minoxidil on the cheese sandwich.
And I'm like, is this going to make you...
Daddy said it's a hairy cheese sandwich today.
And then I was like, I'll never tell no one about this.
But you aired it out.
God damn it. All right.
That's pretty good. Let's check in with your favorite Uber driver, Mr. Silly.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's corporate time with Tom and Dan. Mr. Silly here. I tried to send you a message through your website. I'm not sure if it got through. Let me know. Phone number, 602-483. Call.
All right, there he is. He called back there.
That is Mr. Silly.
He called it back.
Hey, Tom and Dan. Mr. Silly again. I don't think you two know just who you're fucking with. You have no idea how silly I can get. Try me. Especially the little one.
Yeah, I mean, his business is Mr. Silly. Wow.
So you told me that a listener ran into Mr. Silly on Uber or whatever, and he told Mr. Silly, like, "Oh, the guys were talking about you."
Yeah, and then Mr. Silly was like, it ratcheted up the mental illness.
Well, you stirred up like a beehive.
Oh, my God. Can we all agree?
Yeah, you get near, you knock it a couple times.
Can we all agree as Americans that right now, it would be the last time we need to stir up mental illness. Everybody just be cool. Let's just chill out.
You're whacking the hive.
Yeah,
You're
why
like,
are you
oh,
whacking
shit.
the hive? Why are you doing that?
They're sting crazy. All right.
Everybody said that was drunk Dan calling. That was not. I was not drunk. That's like a Monday morning. I'm like wide awake. I'm like, this is what I do for my job.
This is a career. All right, let's do one more voicemail.
One more. Let's do. All right, I'm gonna give you a choice. You can do. You know what? This one made me laugh out loud because I think he said this before, but we didn't believe him in passing, and then just how innocently he says this. Yeah, I love me. You know, I love some Cadillac Pat.
Yo, what's up, Tom and Dan? It's your boy, Cadillac Pat. Is it weird? Because I was just thinking about you guys. I have never been to the doctor in my entire life. Not.
Isn't that funny? It's off the rip. It's just like, it's such a funny thing to say.
This happens more than often.
Not once. Unless I've already, like, hurt something. I don't even know what to do. I don't even know how to get a doctor. Is that weird? Or should I go see a doctor? Even if I feel like nothing's wrong? Anyways, love you guys. Bye.
I don't think you know what? No. I'm a hypochondriac, and I'm going to tell you something that I know Seth would tell me to shut the fuck up. Good dad burp, by the way.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. If you're healthy, you don't need to go to the doctor. I think you do fitness, you work out every day. You and your girlfriend are active. You eat right. I think you're fine. You go when you now. If you're a big fat piece of shit, go to the doctor, but you don't need to go. You're fine.
And there's a simple thing you could do yourself, which and I went through this because I've seen the same doctor, and then he went to
Go get a scan of the blood work. You can do 159. There you go. You do that, and you're good to go.
But yes, also we got that at tomandan.com. You scan your arteries and you get blood work.
Well, we did the
whatever.
blood work. It was that was instantaneous. It was like 40 minutes. You had all your results.
I had to change my primary care doctor because he went to like subscription based, and then so I was like,
you did OnlyFans.
First time I went to go try to find a primary care doctor, and our medical system's all screwed up, and it's all about insurance, and and that's when I stopped taking the Adderall and everything because I never really found a primary care doctor. I started seeing like Dr. Powers took my blood work the last time, and then he went through it with me, and like really all I care about is my my cholesterol because it's genetically high, and seeing where that at, and then all like check your prostate and all, and whatever it says the internet tells you is good for your age. But you could check, you could do the blood work now yourself. You can go online and you could get your blood work results. I would suggest a doctor look it over, but you can look over it. It tells you red or green. I mean,
here's
it's a
another
very.
thing I'd say. You could run it through ChatGPT, and at the very least, you're going to get fairly accurate information.
Yeah. You could tell ChatGPT your blood work, and then it'll tell you fairly accurately. Well, I say fairly. It tells you accurately.
It's accurately.
It's fine.
Yeah, I have ChatGPT. I'll share too. When I'm having a low moment, to use the tools that technology affords us. I will, and I have it saved in my ChatGPT. Now, is it reckless because it's my medical records? Yeah, maybe. But I have it saved in my personal ChatGPT that I use for the company, and I have it set up so it can remind me when I'm having an episode of my results and how I'm supposed to feel about them. So I use it in the moment as like a way to clear my mind and say like, hey, just to remind you, you are fine. Here are your results. And ChatGPT will say it in a way like, hey, just want to remind you, you're good. You're good to go. Read this. And it does work. It's just practicing. It's repetition. It's no different than deep breathing or anything else. It's a tool you can use to make yourself feel better and be healthier.
If you feel fine, there's no reason to go to the doctor.
I agree. And that's coming from a guy that, look, I have a lot of aches and pains that are weird and I'm hypersensitive, but I don't think you should take pills if you don't need them. I don't think, I'm not a big believer in that.
But guess what? If you do start going to the doctor, and because you
get in the system and then you're in.
There are, things like, hey, how do you feel? And they're like, I feel fine. But like, really, have you ever, are you tired? Like I ask, sometimes.
Do you drink a lot of water? How hydrated are you? Are you hungry?
And then it's like, oh, you feel bad. So you could start to be like, yeah, I do. I am tired. And then it's like, oh, well, you start going down a road, but there also you could feel like shit and think that that's normal. Like, that's what we say, like, go talk to Dr. Powers. And then it's like, so sometimes your baseline is like, well, you don't have to feel like this. You're tired all the time. You can't lose weight. And so it's like, that can be solved. But if you are like Cadillac Pat, it's perfectly fine, healthy exercises is like,
Now, CD Sarah says, I'll put this out there because it's an opposing, like not necessarily opposing, but like an add-on. She's saying, I've prevented cancer 3 times with preventative tests for cervical, colon, and skin cancers. Yeah, if you're like scheduled to be tested, like that's why I did my colonoscopy. At 45, you're supposed to get a colonoscopy. And with me, I am susceptible to stomach issues, right? Because I have IBS. So they said, hey, you have an endoscopy as well. Well, just do the normal shit you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do it.
Do whatever makes you feel better. True. And you got to live your life. So whatever. But screening does catch cancers, but it is to look at the statistics. If it's still 97% or 95% chance you're not going to get it, that is the math of it. So there's no lying, there's no way to get on beyond that reality.
Man, I'm back in 10 years. I got a long time.
So it's like, if it's statistically rare, it's still the math of statistically rare. But it does happen. But that's why it screws us up, because we can't understand, I can't, statistics. And 1 out of 24 is super low.
But if you wanted
it sounds
to go,
weird. It sounds different.
Yeah, but you can prevent almost everything. Let's. You want to do this one? Last one.
It is easier than ever to take care of your own health. I will say that
you're in control of it. You can be. Yeah.
Like, you can take care of it yourself nowadays, which is good because I like the freedom of having the option of doing whatever you want.
With my hip, I mean, just to put it bluntly, I had to. You know, like
Yeah.
I don't think I would have this hip if Andrea hadn't, like, we found that one surgeon, and remember, I found that guy in the car line.
Yeah.
And then I pushed my way through. But I don't know. It's different for everybody. But yeah, I mean, Pat, I'm just saying, you don't strike me as the type of person that just needs to go just out of like, oh, it's a Wednesday, I should go to the doctor. You're healthy. You work out every day.
My buddy was like this, the Wizard. He's 42. He's a year younger than me, and he had never gone to the doctor up until like last year. Like he had never gone since whenever high school.
Why would he?
Or
His
whatever.
wife's a nurse.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If
yeah.
Andrea were a nurse, I'd never go to the doctor.
But
I'd
he's
be
just
asking
never.
her, oh my
no
God.
blood test, nothing.
Propofol.
And then so he was. I remember we were joking around. He's like, "Yeah, I had never had a blood test." And then he's like, "I'm a little bit, you know." And then guess what? It's the standard. Because that is what math, like, oh, a little bit elevated blood pressure because you're out of shape or whatever. You know, it's like, guess what? You're going to get the standard. I was thinking about that. I'm going to tell my sons this because we have like a delusion that we're going to be, and I know I was like this, that I was going to grow up and be rich and famous and be the outlier, right? I think everybody does. And that's the most likely thing for you to be is the standard of what everybody is, right? Just a regular person, right? You're like, why are you going to be Tom Cruise? Like that is there's a 0.05% chance of that. You know what I'm saying? Like most likely you're going to be the average of what everybody is. You're going to live an average life. Look at Hulk Hogan. When he died at 74 or 73,
Ooh,
72.
that documentary's out today, buddy.
But it's like, and you would have said, and then like other people that die, or like if you would have saw those lifestyle and the way he lived and what he did, you would have bet lots of money that he was going to die way younger than the average. He lived an average human life, and most people are going to live an average human life, and that's it.
Oh, by the way, like the chat room saying, you know, like everybody's going through a bunch of different things that they found this with screening and that with screening. That is what I'm saying. You know, whatever your age is, you do whatever you're supposed to be doing. That is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm not. I don't.
But it can't be everybody in our chat room finding statistically unlikely things in their screening.
No, they're not.
It's got to be off. It's not like everybody in our chat room found some 5% chance of this in their screening.
No.
It's like it can't happen.
No, but you know, you do get people that like you go in for a routine screening and you find something. Yeah, those things happen.
That's the anomaly.
They do happen. Let's go. Here's the last one. Let's go with this right here.
I'm listening to the Friday Free Show, and Tom just said that, you know, when you were kids and you got hurt or you got bit by a dog or whatever, you never told your parents. You just, you know, didn't say anything because you were going to get in trouble. And it reminded me of a story. When I was a kid, maybe 20, 30 years ago, we used to steal my mom's four-wheeler. We lived out in the Redlands, and I would steal her Honda Rancher, and we would go ride in the Everglades. And I'm like 10, 11. And one day, I'm speeding through the neighborhood to get to the Everglades, and I sideswipe a UPS truck. Me and my friend were on there, and we gassed the side of the UPS truck. Both of us get really hurt on our left side. You know, my whole leg was scraped up. I probably needed stitches. And the guy gets out of the UPS truck, and he's like, "What the fuck? You know, get the fuck out of here. Leave, go." And I think everybody was just scared, right? So we leave. We go back to the house. We put the four-wheeler back in the garage. And I put Band-Aids on. I just take a shower, clean up my scrapes and everything. And a couple weeks goes by, and my mom is like, "What the fuck happened to my four-wheeler?" Because, you know, she used to go riding.
That's a Florida mom thing, by the way. I'm going to raise my hand and point that out. Like
that is not something other moms in states say. Maybe some
Georgia's
Minnesota,
there,
Georgia,
Texas, maybe.
Mississippi, Texas. Yeah. You know the states.
Definitely Georgia. Yeah, okay.
And we look at it, and if you look at it from the back, it was bent. The entire frame, everything was just bent. And I'm like, I don't know. You know, I'm fucking limping. I'm like, I don't know what happened. And, you know, long story short, we tell her what happened. And she wasn't mad at me. She was mad that I didn't tell her quick enough so we can sue UPS. Like, just trashy all around. Like, fucking trash. And I just thought it was funny, man. I haven't thought of that story in years, man.
Fantastic
All right,
story.
love the show. Bye.
Love you too, buddy. Thank you for the story.
Yeah, it's just when you got hurt, you thought like, because most of the time you were fucking around doing shit that your parents told you not to do.
Yeah.
Or you knew better.
Yeah,
and
when I
so,
smashed my face, I was behind Winn-Dixie doing dumb shit.
Yeah. And so you just hide injury from your parents.
Hard to hide a face injury, too. If anybody's ever had one, it's hard.
And that's something that, our kids' generation is not. No. My sons are, they tell me immediately if they got hurt. They're always at home, so it'd be like,
Macy's a dance. There's it's not happening. Key.bdm in our chat room says, 100% Tom always shits on my ideas and voicemails. Just wanted to point that out.
What was this idea again?
I don't know, but it was so sad I had to read it.
Well, again, we're doing a show, Keyed Up. You understand? And when you present to me, all I'm thinking is like, how can I either shit on this or make it funny? It's not of like, oh, good idea, next idea. Like I hate that shit. I listen to radio people every once in a while. I stop listening to radio, but they'll just go through. Someone will talk. And they'll be like, listen to this caller. And the caller will say something like, oh, last night I caught my wife cheating. I get on, they're like, oh, that's crazy. Next caller. I'm like, what?
That's some bullshit.
You didn't ask them the details or figure out why this is funny? Or like,
it's the why.
Why'd you come home early? Like,
see, Crystal would be a better morning show host because she'd be like, that's some bullshit. And move right on.
What did you do when you caught them? Did he get up with his dick out? Did he
Chat room is saying, Chat room is saying you make it scary to leave voicemails. So. Are you scaring away our voicemails because we are at an all-time low for voicemails?
Well, that's probably it. But I have to say something
you
interesting.
You can't change who you are. This is who you are.
I'm entertaining the people listening,
Maybe
not the voicemail people.
Up. Maybe you should get tougher.
Yeah, get tougher, voicemail people.
Have you been outside lately? It's crazy outside. Get tough. You gotta get tough.
Yeah. I need to teach my kids to get tough. I need to start
have them leave voicemails and then yell at their voicemails.
Yeah. Because I'm not like this at all.
What if Tommy and Max are like, hi, we have a question for our daddy, and then you're like, fuck you, you mother, you fat piece of shit.
Oh, and then
what's the meanest thing you've ever said to your kids?
No, never.
Nothing.
Never.
Nothing. Like, is it your kryptonite? Kryptonite.
I've never said anything mean to them ever. I never.
Oh man, you ever yelled at them?
Never yelled at them.
Yeah, I've yelled at Maisie.
I never needed to though. It's hindering their.
I'm not saying I needed to yell at Maisie, but I have.
Well, well, there's got to be a reason. You know what I'm saying? There was a reason that you yelled at her.
She grabbed her. I did. She grabbed her mama's phone out of her mama's hand, and that's not her phone, and that's her mama.
Oh,
and you don't grab things out of your mama's ass.
of course.
It's disrespectful.
Yeah.
You don't do that. Even if you're mad because you don't like the photo of the hair or whatever, that's your mama, you don't do that.
See, my sons are angels. They don't do anything like that.
He's doing it.
They're not. That's some trashy behavior right there.
Some hillbilly R-word.
She's undisciplined.
I don't.
My sons, they just like perfect angels.
Typical type of kid that would
they don't do nothing wrong.
Probably hanging out with 13-year-olds in a dressing room somewhere. Where were you? Were you smoking weed in the dressing room at Kohl's with a 13-year-old? You slut. Should we get out of here?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
It was fun today, man.
All right.
This is fun. Keyed Up BDM counters with this, and he knows the way to your heart. He says 10.95 means nothing.
Oh, okay. You know what, Keyed Up? I'm sorry
wrong.
for shitting on your
Take it
idea.
back, baby.
I appreciate you being a 10.95er. And if you want to call me at any time and tell me your ideas, I'll be different than I am now.
Take it back, baby.
I will
I've
listen.
seen the air my way.
I'll listen to your idea. I'm like, that's a good idea. I'll do what I do to you and my wife.
And me. Yeah.
I'll be like, oh, that's good. That's good.
The new one I like that you do to me, and I wonder if Crystal has this one too, but I do like it. It'll make you laugh because I like this. You'll be like, huh. Interesting.
I get a whole interesting.
I'm like, oh, that motherfucker, he hates my ass.
I give you a whole interesting. That's
interesting.
That's an 8.5.
I want to be gold star, man.
Oh, yeah.
I want to be gold star like Guardian Water.
What's that, 10 years? You've been with me for way longer than that. It seems like 100 years.
All right, let's get out of here.
All right.
Anything else to plug or Beer Fest guys and Sofas and Suds?
Yeah.
Come on out.
Yeah.
We want to see you. So
Hey, and if you're scared that your arteries are clogged, Lifeline screening 159.
Yeah.
Oh, you know that's.
I enjoyed that actually.
I will guarantee they're not.
I like,
which is bad for business.
Man, as a guy that likes
your
peace of
arteries are not
mind,
clogged.
do you know how many times I've looked at the little blood work, my little thing?
Oh yeah. Your artery clogged results will come in 10. They should be coming in maybe today
Monday.
or
probably get them Monday.
Oh yeah, Monday.
Yeah, but like the little pamphlet with my blood work, I look it up like, oh look at that. That looks pretty good. That's pretty good.
So you know now for $159 you could scan you make sure you don't have a stroke.
And all the women that,
but you won't.
And all the women that do the tests are 10s.
Yeah,
I don't know how that works.
They're all
out.
super professional.
How did that work out?
I don't know, Mr. Line. He knows how to hire him.
God, like, goddamn.
Yeah.
It's like
we won't send this air check.
Don't send that. Tracy,
anyway,
put it on lockdown.
It's on TomandDan.com. Click through 159.
All right. Have a great weekend, you guys.
We'll see BDMs on Monday.
Later.